Okay, good.
Here's your mic. Did you tell Patreon to come over here? Because I can't. Okay. She's laying very still. Okay. I gotta do this. Bryce, can't you cook?
No, I'm terrible.
I recommend Brasilia oil of oregano.
What else do you want with it? I don't care. Daddy, I don't care. Get everything out. Hurry, hurry. If you want rice, you're gonna have to do that. No, no rice. Chicken and vegetables. Okay. Does this need to cook longer or is it good? It cooked for an hour. I think it's fine.
Okay, everybody, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Testing, testing. Can anybody hear me?
Mom, you left the freaking fridge open.
Okay, yeah, here's everybody can hear me now. So let me tell you what's happened. Fill you in a little bit. My wife and Rebecca went down to take pregnancy photos of Rebecca, and I was working in the barn with horses, and so was Bryce. And Lucky started laying down and rolling a whole bunch out in the paddock. So we scrambled and brought her inside, got the round pen all set up for her. Oops, she's got a foot stuck. She hasn't been in the round pen yet. Let's see if she's smart enough to figure this out. Hold on, everybody. I might have to run down there. Bryce?
Get ready. I just head down there. There's no point waiting.
I'm going down there, guys. I'll explain more when I get back. Hold on. Back in there. Don't worry about it.
She's stuck. It could totally just be getting in position for like tomorrow or the next day. Well, that's what happened with Bubby is she didn't have a milk bag, she wasn't waxed, nothing, and then she went in the picture and when the baby was born it filled up with like, you don't remember? Oh, I don't remember, yeah. She didn't have a bag at all. They stop having it is what. Did they get her unstuck? Yeah, they got her up. She's like in labor, frustrated in labor. Yeah, she seems like she's in labor. Huh? She seems like she's in labor because it doesn't just seem like rolling. But remember we've had who was it? Was it one of the abortions we had that one year that was really busy? They did that for 3 nights in a row. Yeah, it was Rosie. Rosie? Mm-hmm. So it doesn't mean that she'll go. Yeah, she every evening she just start rolling and rolling and rolling.
honestly, I'll tell you what I worry about. It doesn't look like labor. It looks like a dead fall. She's laying and turning and uncomfortable, and she's not showing any signs of being ready for labor. I've had one other mare do this. I'm just saying that's what I'm worried about because she's not loose in the hind end. She doesn't have milk. She's not her hoo-ha's not loose. Her muscles aren't loose. On a Sunday evening, no. Oh. Okay, crisis averted. She's fine. No, it probably looked worse to you guys than it actually was. I did check her left hind leg. She's gonna be fine. She won't even know she did it in 10 minutes. I touched the right one, but I was looking at the other one. It's fine. And plus, what am I gonna do about it on a Sunday evening, even if it ain't? So anyway, you can tell she's doing a lot of stuff that looks like labor, and she's been doing it for a couple hours. Well, not a couple hours, but an hour. She's been laying down and peeing a lot. But she does not show the signs of being ready to be in labor, so I don't know what to think of this. I'm going to have to watch her a lot. Now, what I mean by she's not showing the signs of being in labor, her back end's not loose. She doesn't have colostrum. Her udder's not full. So when she was doing all those things, and when I seen her poop laying down outside, that's when I said she's got to be in labor. So we got everything ready before Emery and Becca got back. And now Emery is trying to finish supper because she had supper in the oven already cooked, or else we would have just skipped dinner tonight. So she's trying to finish that because I'm starving and Becca's starving. So we're going to scarf dinner down as quick as possible and then start making a film and monitor her. But from what I just saw right there on the hind end, she didn't look like she's ready to give birth. But obviously something's going on. She's 342 days pregnant. No, I don't think she's foundered. She looks...
Rosie rolled around like this, remember?
They have to roll and stuff to position their foals. It's just the pushing and pooping while she was laid down is one thing that kind of got me wondering. And I've seen her poop a couple times this evening. So if they're foundered, usually their bowels shut down. It could be a false labor, but this is a very severe one if it is. Very severe false labor if she is and faking it. That's worse than a Braxton Hicks, I can tell you that, because she's been rolling. And, well, you guys have seen her roll. Got her foot hung in the thing. Lucky's about 10 years old. I have to look at her papers to tell you exactly. And I didn't want to bring her in without Jessie because I knew what would happen. I would be there watching Lucky trying to foal, and Jessie would be like, well, let me join you, just to make things more chaotic. I'm not worried about colic. The horse is full-term pregnancy, on her due date, laying down doing things. I'm not going to instantly start thinking colic. I'm going to instantly start thinking labor. Just a little bit common sense there. But we're going to monitor her because she's a first time mama too. So not loosening up right away or needing to get the baby in position, maybe 10 hours before she has her foal is not out of the realm of possibility of what she's doing. What do you want?
Dinner time.
She'll bring me something, I think. Yeah, the horse in the background is Jesse. The horse in the foreground that's laying down is Lucky. Very strange actions tonight.
Is she just laying there, Jer?
She's just chilling out right now, Em. I watched her earlier, and I was pretty sure she was in labor, and I posted to Patreon real quick, and then I got me a drink and sat down on a bench to watch her, and she fell sound asleep. And then all of a sudden she woke up, stood up, and laid back down on the other side. So I don't know. Maybe she's just preparing to go into labor, sleeping and laying and rolling.
Rosie, you don't remember her? She rolled every evening for quite a few nights, and we thought she was in labor, and she wouldn't be.
Jessie looks exact same as yesterday, and she's just scarfing food today and eating that protein block like crazy today. Oh, that's another thing. Lucky's got full alfalfa right now, and Lucky never stops eating alfalfa if she's not in labor. Alfalfa in that tub right there. I'm saying she's got a full thing of alfalfa. If she was not, something wasn't going on, she wouldn't be laying down to take a nap because she's tired with full alfalfa, a full thing of alfalfa. She would eat till it's gone before she took a nap. So.
Where is the salsa that was just here? She's not eating. She's gonna be okay. Tell them all to speak positive and to pray for her.
Yep. Yeah, just all the good believers and people that understand how to use your words. Just speak life and positive things. And when things aren't so hectic, I'll explain to those that don't understand what I mean by how to use your words and how to speak life. I'll explain that sometime.
If my baby starts moving, you can try to feel her. Can you move the mooch?
Whew. This will be Lucky's first foal. See how that head's turned back to where she can look at her tail? And the tail is stuck out just a little bit. It's kind of like there's something going on that she's kind of curious about herself.
Whoa.
I've had that head stuck in my song, and that's the. I don't know what that is. Neither do I.
Hey, somebody,
What?
you should call it Mary.
No, my phone has a live.
Oh, yeah. Can you just message her, say that we're 70% sure she's going into labor. No, 60%. Tell her we're 6. So Lucky is my oldest daughter Mary's horse. So I was telling Bryce to message Mary because Emery's phone is doing the live and mine has got your comments scrolling so that I can reply to your comments.
But then
that me and Bryce are here? Okay. Don't forget to watch the one in the back.
Oh,
Just
don't do
started
it at the
lifting
same
her
time.
down.
I'd be so nervous. Okay, everybody, we are going to eat dinner, so we're going to
Yep.
mute it for just a minute.
Yep.
So anybody jumping on, you can tell them that we're not talking because
Yeah, I just Emery
gonna
just
eat
brought
dinner.
me a plate, but I'll still be reading your comments and watching the horse while I eat. So if I have to jump back on here, I'll turn my mic back on.
I just about blew up a tortilla. Going
Okay, my mic is back on. Can you hear me now?
Contraction.
Okay. Yeah, I scarfed my food down. That's where I've been, why we haven't been talking for those of you that just joined. I had to eat so that in case I have to be up all night delivering two babies. But just a quick recoup. I was out riding and Lucky was doing some stuff out in the dry lot that made me think that she might be laboring. So we scrambled and got both horses in because Jesse appears to be closer to ready to foal than Lucky appears to be. But Lucky, the one closest to the camera, is doing all the laying down and rolling and pushing and peeing. She's peed 7 or 8 times in the last 2 hours. She's laid down 4 or 5 times in the last 2 hours. And she even pushed a little poop out while she was laying down. So, and then she wasn't eating, and she has the tastiest, greenest alfalfa have you ever seen. But now she stood up and went back to eating. So she might be just doing the biggest psych out job you've ever seen. I don't know. Her tail and the muscles around her opening and her tailbone are not loose. And she does not have colostrum or wax yet. So she shouldn't be in labor yet from those signs. But she is a first time mom, and sometimes they don't get the signs real strong. Maybe she's just preparing to go into labor. I don't know. But she's doing a whole lot of stuff that makes her look like she's in labor. And if I didn't think she was in labor, I wouldn't have stopped riding the horses I was riding and split the round pen and bedded it and brought them inside. So obviously, I think she's doing something. And it's a shame. I still had 2 more horses to ride tonight when I quit. Oh, we got a donation while we were. Holy moly, that's a big one. Thank you. L.A. Hampton from Australia. Wow. We're always talking about how great our Australian and New Zealand fan base is. It's just amazing how many people we get from that part of the world. We love them. They all seem really super friendly too. Have a friend in Australia or New Zealand. Which one was that Sarah lady from? She made us a bunch of tack and sent us. I didn't have bridles that fit my Clydesdales, and she made me well, I had 1 or 2 that I'd bought, but the one she made me is my favorite. It's the one I ride with the most. It is pink, and I'm not a big guy on pink, but other than that, that part of the world's just awesome. What's awesome about those donations too is YouTube notices it, and YouTube takes a little percentage, which is making them money. So they're like, "Oh wow, this channel there is so good that their patrons are voluntarily donating money to them, which is making them money." So then they push our videos and channel out to more and more people. It's one of the things that helps the algorithm most of all. So we really appreciate it, besides the fact that it's just a blessing to us. So it is 7:30 in the evening here where we're at in southern Missouri. And for some of you, there's 1.1 thousand people watching right now, so that's good. But if everybody would hit the thumbs up button, that'll help bring the numbers up even higher. So some of you that aren't real familiar with our channel, just let me fill you in. These 2 mares that are in here are Missouri Foxtrotters. That's a gaited horse breed that originated here where we're at, and they're at 342 days of pregnancy. And The further away mare has been showing some signs of getting colostrum for the last 2 nights and getting ready. Her bag's been filling up, and we were thinking she was going to go. The mare closest to us hasn't really showed those signs, but she looks like she's in labor today. She's doing all kinds of things that make me think she's in labor, just like that tail raise right there. She's been laying down and rolling. Also, for those of you that, for anybody new here, I'm pretty experienced with foaling. I've probably been involved in 100 foal births or more. So I don't get too worried about it. Lucky does have a few peculiarities that make me want to watch her a little closer than some other ones. This is her first foal, for one thing. Wow, thanks everybody. Also, we're really busy getting everything ready. So if we miss somebody that makes a donation, like Hillary just did and Julie just did, just know that we appreciate it and thank you. And so, anyway, back to what I was saying. Sometimes these first time mamas can just surprise you like this. Even though she doesn't appear to be ready, she might be thinking that she is ready. So she's certainly acting like she's in labor right now, don't you guys think? Of course, she is also. Thank you, Julie. She is also eating now, but oh, look at her stretch and lean, and boy, she's really lifting that tail high to act like she's going to pee. And I know she's got to be out of pee. She's peed 6 or 7 or 8 times, and she hasn't taken a big drink of water yet. Yeah, so you guys can't hear what's going on in the barn, but we can. Our camera has sound in here. We're so explain. Let me explain how this live is set up. We have the Roku camera in the barn, and it's Wi-Fi to our Roku TV in our living room. Then we have our smartphone on a tripod pointed at our Roku TV. So you're watching the smartphone, watching the TV, and I'm sitting in my recliner watching everything, getting ready to go down there and start delivering babies if I got to. But that's why I can hear it on the TV and you can't hear it, because I'm talking into a little mic that is Wi-Fi'd to the cell phone.
I got wet. My legs are freezing.
God's blessing is worth more than money, so thank you.
You can do it, Lucky.
Emery is as nervous as Becca is here. She's watching what Emery's doing about this horse going in labor. She goes, and this is why you're not invited to my labor.
I'm excited, not nervous.
Somebody said, just in case, I might want to go put on my overalls. So you guys think I should put my overalls on or my lucky Bigfoot pajamas on? Because I've delivered more foals on this channel in my Bigfoot pajamas than I have dressed.
Oh, get out of the way. Oh, reading comments. Wait, Becca is watching this? Somebody said? Yeah.
We don't have to go down there to pray over. We can pray right where we're at. We have authority from a distance.
Well, I think she's out of labor now.
Bigfoot pajamas are winning by a landslide in the comments, by the way, Em.
What would that be called? Outfits or clothes?
That's also something we need to get those pajamas in our on our website for our merch when we start getting merch, Em.
Pajamas so everybody can wear their pajamas on full watch with us.
Yeah, Bigfoot pajamas for everybody.
We can have Bigfoot riding on a Clydestone.
This definitely could be a false practice labor, but it's one of the most severe ones I've ever seen if it is fake. Like the most what you would call it, varying signs and involved false labor I've ever seen, if that's what we're seeing. And I'm not ruling it out. Something's a little weird or off because, like I said, her muscles around her tail base are not loose. She doesn't have a engorged udder. She doesn't have colostrum. She doesn't have wax. So it's pretty weird. But she's definitely uncomfortable. You just seen her switching from one foot to the other foot on the back end. Her tail's doing everything. She's not eating much. Just very strange. Thank you, Arlen's. We, I need to get more literate, or you guys need to get easier names. One of the two.
Froze up. It's probably gonna glitch out.
Oh, the camera's glitching out. Let me fix it.
Well, no, just you'll have to hold on. Does it do this often?
It's got cheap camera. No.
I could hit the back arrow and
Yeah,
then.
you can try. And then just. Hold on, everyone.
Yeah, be just a second.
He's acting very.
Oh, the baby's out.
He's like very professional. Uh-oh, maybe it actually works.
Oh boy.
Love you too, Lenny.
Yeah,
I don't think they can hear you.
we've got to figure it.
Didn't we go down there and make sure nothing got unplugged?
No, this has never happened. Here, JR.
What, Em?
Yeah, let me see.
Oh, see, I fixed
She's
it.
back down.
Oh my gosh.
What? What?
She's back
It's
down.
just she's down just in that short time.
Okay, she's laid back down. She's. Don't.
Now I'm very popular. Go talk to them.
Becca's reading your comments right now. She likes. Lemmy just commented to her. She says hi back. Oh, somebody says can't hear.
Oh, she almost needs the bigger round pen, JR.
That's a pretty. I mean, she's got enough room if she just uses it well because she's got what, 5 12-foot panels, or is it 6?
Five.
She has the bigger pen though.
It seems pretty big.
She has the bigger pen out of the two.
It's just if she rolls over.
Thank you, Simpaku, for you. Sympathy for you, maybe. Let's call it that.
They've been asking about you a lot in the lives.
Aw, I missed them.
Thank you, Dina.
Well, they talk about seeing your baby, and we have to say nope.
At some point they will eventually, but
Oh, come tell them that. Because they asked that
I don't know that
15
she's
times.
baby when she do see her.
They're that lucky.
We'll see her someday. I haven't decided.
And there's water in that bucket behind her, if that's what you mean. Becca has seen several foals be born, so they're always special though. But well, somebody was commenting like they're so glad you two are here so you can get to see a foal be born.
Oh.
But they've both seen him at this point.
I've seen about 50 be born.
Rebecca's delivered.
A couple.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Becca's been involved on.
Yeah.
She's been elbow deep in sheep and horses and everything else before. She's.
Sheep, horses, and cows.
were you there when we went up to?
And a dog.
Weren't you there when we went up to that
Little
pony?
pony.
That was like you hadn't been around long. You were like,
Is all the rolling around normal? So, it yes and no. Sometimes they have to roll to try. They know instinctively they need to move that baby. The baby's not in the right spot, so they'll roll to do that to position the baby. Now, I'm not saying that this one is one to worry about, but if she was rolling about 4 times as much as this as she's rolling, that would be the sign that there's something wrong with the baby. I've lost a baby from fescue toxicity before, where the mare was full term and the baby died inside of her, and that mare rolled continuously and aggressively for a couple hours, and I had to have the vet come out and stuff. But that was when I was a teenager, and I've learned a lot since then. This mare is not rolling like that, so I think this is within the standard deviation of normal. She keeps for the last hour or so that I've been watching her, she keeps laying, rolling, and then falling asleep for like power naps. And I mean like asleep. Like I think she's asleep right now.
Well, she's
But she I went like earlier when she did this. Oh, what's that noise? Oh, the wind. The wind.
it's the wind.
Yeah, it's the wind on the supports of the barn. It's very windy tonight here.
Whenever like she's in a stressful situation, like at the shows and stuff, she wants to sleep.
Yeah.
That's how she gets through it.
Yeah, I was gonna say she sleeps like the whole week of it, she just out.
She lays down on the
Are we gonna stay live on Patreon later for the birth, or just make a video?
We'll go live on Patreon as long as our focus, as long as we can.
Yeah.
Like I'm not promising. Like as long as everything's going.
Patreon, if everything's going smooth, Patreon might get to see it live, but there's a chance that we might be busy because, like I say, she's not loose enough to have a foal right now. Something's going to have to change within the next hour or two,
Which is possible.
which is possible, but her hind end is not loose enough for her to deliver, in my opinion, right now. That's why I'm still on the fence on if this is a real labor or false labor, or maybe I'm just reading the signs wrong because she's a first time maiden mare. We'll see.
The plan is to do live on Patreon, and then we'll film it, and then that will be out on YouTube, of course.
Yeah. The plan is to be live on Patreon, though. So once we take this live down to get all of our stuff ready and to film, because we can't leave this going live the way we're set up now and still go down to the barn. We have to take everything down. So that will be on Patreon. So you can go over to our Patreon now and sign up if you're interested. It's only well, there's different tiers. If you've got a lot of money and you want to help support the farm, there's higher tiers, but the lowest tier is $5 a month. Of course, she could just sneeze and one shoot out, and you'd all see it right now. You never know.
Yeah, there was a sheep that did that. When
She
Angel
said-
baby raisin.
No, it was the sheep said, "Meh," and and Becca was like, caught it, and she was like, "Oh."
I was watching a nurse talk about delivery where the lady she was not even close to delivering yet. But she said she had heartburn, so she drank something for the heartburn, but it was gross and it made her throw up. And when she threw up, the baby shot out. She just kind of moved a back leg there and pushed a little, didn't she?
She's kind of straining her leg right now.
Yeah. And she's kind of straining a little bit. We could hear a push under her in her breath on our end here, guys. This baby is going to be super cute because Lucky has the most beautiful eyes of all 24 horses we have on the farm. Lucky has the softest, prettiest face and eyes. Don't you guys agree? Yeah, definitely has the prettiest eyes. Yeah. Bob has the least pretty eyes. So we have the least pretty eyes bred to the prettiest eyes.
Bob has googly eyes.
That's Bob's only flaw. That and he's lame.
Mine is a close second. I don't like how mine.
Sorry, I've been watching the horse so intently that I'm not reading your comments. It's like I can't take my eyes down long enough to. I'm trying to judge and interpret everything that the horse is doing. Just having trouble looking down at the comments.
Oh wow.
Not this way.
No, Caledonia will not be Lucky's eyes. Matter of fact, I don't. Caledonia has some weird eyelids.
She just has the little.
At least Jessie is just being content and eating her alfalfa. Amber does have some pretty neat eyes. They're definitely striking.
She's like Brex, shy but moves a lot.
Look at her lift her head up. She's thinking like, what in the world is going on back there? In the real video, in the real video of this birth, we'll get a close up of Lucky's eyes for you guys. Oh, somebody else just gave another large donation, it looks like. Oh no, that's the same one. She might be having the fall right now. No, I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out until we see light, see a foot coming out. You can go to the window with the binoculars so you can see the hind end of her if you want.
Bryce is gonna do it. I don't know, maybe in that drawer, but I really don't know.
You don't have to look for them.
Yeah, you don't have to, bud. I was just.
She didn't need it actually. So no, why should you make things?
I've heard her grunt a few times.
How big is this?
It's too dark anyways.
Yeah. I know.
Thank you, Lori Osborne Newton, for recommending Patreon. We really do have a lot of really good just connection with our Patreon channel. We share a lot of just day-to-day happenings and updates and unedited clips. And on YouTube, we try to stay a little more polished and edited.
Kicked you good, man.
This lady says, Becca, your mom would be a great help to you when you're having your baby. What about Dad? I've delivered more horses and lambs than Emery has. I'm the one who stays calm during labors.
I just get excited at first and then I calm down.
The ticking noise is the electric fence. This camera really picks it up well, but it's not as loud as that when you're actually down there in the barn.
We can go turn it all off. It's okay?
Yeah, we didn't share this link to this live to Patreon tonight. I just made a post that told Patreon to come to YouTube because we were in a super big hurry. We were rushing. Dinner was cooking. We were all outside doing different things when this started happening. So I'm going to message my vet real quick just in case. I might need him tonight, and I'm just going to ask him if he would be available. So I'm going to scroll out of the comments real quick, but I'll be right back.
Just mute your mic.
I'm not calling him, I'm messaging him.
Here, take the mic and answer comments, Becca.
Yeah, here, Becca. Here, you guys can talk to Becca for a second while I'm dealing with the vet.
Too late.
I don't really want to do that.
I've already said it now.
Here, they think they hear
I
our
can't
voices.
read fast enough to actually. I can only get like 3 words in. Hello? Like the only ones I can read fast enough are
Hi,
the ones
Becca.
that say hi, Becca. Hello, everyone. They go by so fast.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
insane.
Well, you can scroll up.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, it's on the stand, so it makes it
Right.
harder.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Very, very pregnant also.
Are you rolling around?
I
Side to
can't
side?
hardly roll around anymore. We are very ready for our little one to get here, too.
Wow, we have 1,400 people. Wow.
Can I sleep?
Yeah, because you're pregnant. Are you getting enough
I've been
sleep?
sleeping pretty good. There depends on the night. Sound like you. My
Yeah, they
due
always say
date
that.
is April 19th, so we have 4 weeks. Is it Becca or Becca? It's Bekah.
We spell her name like the biblical
Like
spelling.
the Bible, yeah.
Okay, I'm done messaging him.
I'm not having a home birth, although I would be interested in it in the future. But just with our living situation right now, we decided to opt for a hospital. And it's my first baby, so I just felt more comfortable in a hospital. April 19th is someone's birthday. That's cool. Can horses have a C-section?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Right, Jar?
Yeah, let me have the.
Here, Jar wants the mic back, everyone. Toodles.
Yeah, horses can have a C-section, but not all vets are trained to do it. But my vet is trained to do it, and he is good at it. And he actually says that he would rather do one himself than send them up to the hospital because he's got so much experience with them. So we're really blessed to have a very good veterinarian. The problem is there's like 7 veterinarians in the 3 towns around us, and they have a co-op together to where one of them is on call at all, one day a week each on the off time hours. Well, the other 5 out of the other 7 are no good at horses at all. Like they are just small animals. So my vet is by far the best vet around here for horses. So I messaged him directly because after what have we been with him 20 years? We're and we we average between $7,000 to $10,000 in vet bills with him a year. He treats us pretty well, and we always pay and don't run a tab, So we're pretty good customers of him, and we bring our animals in for just about everything, just to keep them monitored. Yeah, she's laboring, that back leg going up and down. Let's pray that Berger is on call tonight. That would be great.
He is the one on call?
No, he said
No.
say a prayer for him too. Be worth it to call.
I've really been trying to talk my vet into doing his own YouTube channel. I think he would be great at it.
It's kind of like Dr. Cole. You could call the veterinarian and just see if he's on. To see if he's there.
I don't know that doctor.
Hey, of you 1,500 people that are watching, can you tell me how many of you are not subscribed? Yeah, so all you non-subscribed people, comment and tell me that you're not subscribed and tell me why. I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you're not subscribed or not logged into a YouTube, you can't comment. So if you can comment, that means you're already logged in. So subscribing is just very easy. You just hit a button. You just hit the subscribe button, and it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to a YouTube channel. For those of you that are watching that don't know anything about subscribing, all you have to do is just have a password to log in, and a Gmail email address from like a Google email address will work to log into YouTube because Google owns YouTube. I am going to leave the mic with Emery. I'm going to slip out there and just do an exam on her, check her out real quick.
What is Jesse doing?
Oh, Jesse's going into labor now, guys. Look at that. And the race is on, and here comes.
Brownies smell good though.
Pretty good. They're gluten free.
Oh, I just realized that everybody else has ate dessert while I've been talking to you guys, and I need to rectify that situation because it smells really good.
I was gonna say I just took a bunch. So.
Okay, who would you guys rather talk to while I'm gone? Emery, Rebecca, or Bryce?
Bryce doesn't talk back.
Bryce
so.
is gone.
Bryce got up and ran when I said that.
Oh, they're all saying Bryce. Well, I've never got to talk to him before. Someone said Isaac. Most people are saying what's for dessert.
Brownies and strawberries.
Here, Bryce, come join me. For
Here,
your
Bryce.
first live. Oh, okay. Bryce doesn't want to talk, and Becca is eating her dessert, so it's Emery. Oh, you want to talk?
No,
But there's-
I just said I will if
Oh.
I need to. You're gonna have to read me the.
I'm just looking for one. I always watch comments. And
We're all eating the same dessert.
yeah, everybody has the same dessert
We're
tonight.
having
It's
brownies and
gluten-free-
homemade strawberries
gluten-free
syrup.
brownies and blueberries and strawberries with maple syrup. There's Bryce's hand. So, JR's heading down there, and Lucky heard him. She sat up. She says he's coming down. So, and just in case, like, you have jumped on, just in case you have jumped on, so this is Lucky, and she started having signs that She's possibly in labor. She's been rolling a lot, pushed a few times, so we are diligently watching her. But the thing is that her bag, she doesn't isn't waxed over. Her bag isn't like engorged necessarily, and she isn't incredibly loose in her back end. But she is also a maiden mare. And JR doesn't really remember, but I will tell you guys, you guys remember Rosie. She had a foal in 24, baby Rue, and she did roll like this. Me and Becca both remember. I think it was 3 or 4 days. I can't remember the exact time
on
frame.
the kitchen floor watching her
For
out
nights.
the window for
Right.
4 nights or something.
And she thrashed and rolled and for was it all night? I mean, it was just like a good part of it. And it was like we were like, what is, we never seen one do quite that. So we have had them. It's not like super common, but it has happened.
There was a little confusion. Lucky has never had a full. Jessie has had many babies,
Right.
and we do not think Jessie's in labor at the moment either. We were joking.
Well, possibly.
I mean, she
I
could.
haven't.
She's been showing signs that she's getting ready.
Right. We've done lives with her the past 2 or 3 nights.
Someone said, "Is JR joking when he said
Right.
Jessie's in labor?"
No, I haven't checked her tonight. I don't know if I think JR did. So, but I don't think she's like has a ton of wax or anything like that. But she's looking really close. Jessie is looking really close.
No, Rosie was the one that had Rue. Chablis had what was
Chablis had Rain and Prince. Oh, Chablis was the
Did she
mare.
have Prince that year?
Yeah.
That Rue was born?
Right.
Yeah. Prince was born the same year as Rue, and
Right.
that was Chablis' baby.
So was Chantilly.
Yeah, all 3 of the Palominos. That was our golden year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't, JR, someone says, where's the Bigfoot jammies? JR doesn't have those on yet.
Tell
Whew.
JR to do a cartwheel.
Oh, sorry, babe.
My dad hasn't done a cartwheel since he was.
I've never seen him do a
I
cartwheel.
was gonna say,
I'll
he
turn that
probably never
down.
has been able to do a cartwheel. Let Bryce speak. Bryce is allowed to speak, but I don't think we are going to get much out of him.
Can you say hello?
Yeah.
Oh.
Say hello.
Hello.
Did my sister have a baby? My
Yeah.
sister's not having a baby. What was your favorite foal that we have had so far since you've been around?
Rue.
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have asked you that
Yeah.
now. Actually, that was a sad question. I knew it was Rue. But Bryce spent a ton of time with baby Rue and Rosie, and they loved him. Yeah.
Yeah, Rosie actually and Bryce actually did have a connection. It was
Right.
weird because Rosie did not get along with anyone.
Mm-hmm. He's still checking her. I guess he's trying to see how she's.
What's a cartwheel?
Somebody asked me last night if I could, because I went down there to check, and they told me to do a cartwheel. But I'm pretty sure I could do a cartwheel. I thought about it all day today. In fact, I might try it. Not right now, but
when I was little, I tried so hard to do a cartwheel, and I thought I could do it. And now I look back at the home videos of me doing my cartwheels. I never did learn how to do a cartwheel.
he was praying for her.
Is Jessie in labor?
We don't think so. She's eating and stuff, but the last night she was like walking around swishing her tail, acting.
Oops, sorry. Guys.
Careful where you touch, you'll end it. If Bryce runs, let him get to the and shout Becca's water broke how fast he runs back.
Oh, like
Right.
tricking. We can only see half of that call. So.
Somebody wants to know when Becca's due. April 19th.
April 19th.
20th.
I'm 36 weeks today.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 20th.
I never learned cartwheels either, Becca. Yeah, I tried.
Know what cartwheels for a while, Becca.
Yeah.
Bryce is a horse whisperer.
He
Ooh.
is.
He's a horse whisperer to the unfriendly horses.
Yeah, all the
That's what
horses
he
that
is.
I always really like, just like their temperament or something, he always buddies up with them so fast.
Yeah, and they end up loving him. It's kind of
Yeah, or like the really scared horses, he's really good at just making friends with them.
cool. Right.
Is my hair still long?
That's a weird question.
Yeah, it's pretty long still. About the same, I'd say. It's kind of crazy looking right now, though. Lucky here now?
Oh, last night we had a big spurt. Everybody helping us find names for Jesse's full. Let me read you. Well, here comes JR. Well, maybe we'll wait.
I think they like listening
If
to
it's
us.
a boy, it has to be just.
Okay, the names are Ant Killer. What? Oh, that was
Lucky
That was something-
Charm. That's our favorite.
one. Was Trot and Trixie, Trot and Trollop.
These are
Well,
for
your
Jesse's
dad,
baby.
right? Daddy came up keeping up with the Joneses.
Too long.
Babaloo. From
That's
it's a song too from
Oh,
I
is
Love
it?
Lucy. Everybody was saying Chuck Norris. Billie Jean, that's a song too. Bubblicious, somebody said. Thingamabob, which I already had that on our list. The Big Bopper, because that's Chanty, you already know it. Bob and Apple.
Oh, that's
Bobalong Betty. I thought that one was
that's
cute. Yeah. And
Betty would be so cute too.
then I wrote down Bob and Robin.
Oh,
And
Bob. That's why they're
right. Somebody's and
I'm stupid.
yeah, Bob and Robin,
Yeah.
Bobalong Betty, Bob and Apple.
Bobble.
Bo-
Bobble case.
No, that was Bubblicious.
Oh.
And Bob Trotter. That's all we wrote down last night.
Bobblicious.
Now, if Lucky's full,
Dolly.
whether it's a girl or a boy, it's going to be. I'm pretty sure Mary is sticking with Bob's Lucky Charm. It's going to
Yeah.
be Lucky Charm,
And calling it
something
Charm
Lucky
or
Charm. We'll call it Charm if it's a girl, Charm if it's a boy. Or me and Becca said Prince Charming if it's a boy. Didn't we?
No, more
Oh.
princess.
No, because
Yeah, I
the
guess
whole
we are.
point was about Lucky.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Okay.
Okay, JR's taking the mic back. We have more than one.
Okay, good news. Jesse is not in labor tonight. Lucky has got labor fluid coming out, like in running down her leg. It's clear and slick and tactile. You know, it's amniotic fluid that she's pushing out. So she's definitely in labor. It's not a fake. It's not a false labor because stuff is coming out that is not urine.
Okay.
So we have to see what's going on. She has not loosened up any, though. That's the bad news. She is not loose enough to deliver the way she is right now. There's some type of hormonal disconnect with her needing to go into labor and with her body being ready to go into labor because she also doesn't have colostrum or her bag filled up. So something's up. So I'm trying to get a hold of my vet and we're just going to monitor it. And, like this could go on till tomorrow at noon and she'd be loose by then and have the baby. We're just going to monitor her. And if she doesn't get too distressed, we'll just keep monitoring and watching all night long, and then call the vet when he opens at 7 a.m. in the morning, have him ride out or take her to him. And I'm going to check my phone right now and see if he messaged me back yet.
We probably aren't going to keep this on all night, though. Or
No, yeah.
we'll have to kind of be on duty down there. I mean, she's not super stressed. She's eating right now.
Yeah, she's not she's not stressed out or nothing, but I just wanted to.
I mean, that's one of the things we've been worried about with Lucky is her not getting loose in the back end, though.
Yeah, she's always had a very tight back end, a tight opening. We've always had, when we're showing her, we've always had to take her to chiropractors a lot, keep her adjusted a lot. That's just who she is, part of it. So.
Tina said she doesn't really like adjusting ears. When I've heard other people talk about that.
There's a shot that vets can give them to make them go further into labor too, to relax and to loosen things up. So even if we have to do something, but I'm not worrying or panicking yet. And I did pray for her while I was down there. So that, and I commanded the whole, used the Holy Spirit, commanded her body to relax and loosen up and to progress so that she has a very easy labor. JR, can you explain why the back end needs to be loose to give birth? So, Emery's laughing at that question. That's a good question, actually, but Emery is thinking about the wrong kind of answers. Let me.
What? No, I'm not.
What are you laughing so hard for then?
Nothing. Just thought.
Okay, so what I mean by that is they're these pregnancy hormones, these signals that come from the baby through the uterus, and they make the wax form. And at the same time, those same hormones, I think it's a lot of pitocin. I'm trying to think of the other hormones that are involved in that. Cortisol. I remember. Anyway, hormones. We'll just say hormones. They go through the body. They get the colostrum producing. They get the wax to come out. And then those same ones tell all of the muscles that attach to the tailbone and come down from the top of the tailbone down into the pelvis, and the pelvis muscles relax. And then on the pelvis of a mare, it's not connected at the bottom. It's connected by like cartilage and a muscle, and that all has to loosen. And the oxytocin, that's the other hormone I was trying to think of, it relaxes all those muscles and they get really, really loose so that they can stretch super wide. When they're tight, if they tried to stretch that wide, there would just be too much muscle mass there for a foal to pass through, and it would rip and tear muscles and everything else. So when a mare has that enough oxytocin to actually be in labor, those muscles back there feel like you're pushing on a bowl full of jelly. And right now, it still feels like you're pushing on a partially inflated basketball or like a Nerf football. Like that's how hard her muscles are right now. Like pretty standard horse muscles right now. They're not loose like they should be. So she needs some more oxytocin. I think progesterone, that's another one somebody commented. I think that's another hormone that's involved in this. So,
Estrogen, cortisol. There's a lot of hormones.
yeah. Yeah, I messaged my vet at his private number, but he has not seen the message yet. He is not one to have his phone turned on when he doesn't want contacted. And you can't blame him. That man works around the clock. I mean, he is swamped. I feel really bad for him, actually. And he has, a family and stuff to take care of, too.
I can't even see Jessie back there. I can't see what she's doing.
Oh, that's. Oh, yeah. Jessie was not showing any signs of being in labor, so we're good there.
She won't go until about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I think she'll like actually wax up and stuff.
Oxytocin, I don't believe can be given by an individual. It has to be given by a vet, so I do not have any.
No, just Chantilly got that one. Royce, we missed
Oh
it.
yeah, we missed it.
Yeah, 'cause she didn't show either.
We missed it.
We missed it. She was down the dry last time.
We didn't even bring her up to the room.
Oh. Hello, everyone. It's Emery now. Jerry's eating his dessert. Someone asks, how old is Jessie? I think she is. No, I think she's 11. 11 turning 12?
Jesse?
I meant Lucky. I'm sorry. Jucky. Blah.
Give me the mic back.
Jessie is, I think, turning 14 this year.
I can't believe you're that old.
I know, it's crazy.
I was looking for pictures of us that I don't have.
Wow, this is good.
Isn't it yummy? Hello, Sandra. I thought maiden meant she is not pregnant. No, so when you
That's
hear.
open.
Oh,
Open means not pregnant.
yeah, open means not pregnant. Maiden means she is a first time mommy, basically. Somebody said we said the other day that Lucky was 10. We probably did. I
Oh no.
yeah. I need because it seems like she shouldn't be as old as she is. It doesn't seem like we've had her that long. I should run and get her papers so I guess so we know exactly how old she is. So this will be Jessie's 6th full, we believe. She's had 4 full since we have known her, or she's been in our care, and I think she had one other one as well, and then before that I don't really know. So we know of 5, so this should be her 6th full that we know of.
This will be second for seeing hers.
Mm-hmm. Someone says, I just read that fluid can leak out 1 to 4 days prior to birth.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. I'm sure can. I mean, that can happen for people too.
I've never seen
so,
that happen before, but on a horse.
I mean, yeah, it's probably not. Yeah, somebody says, wasn't Chantilly Jesse's biggest foal? Chantilly was Jesse's biggest foal that we have weighed. Chantilly was the biggest foal we have ever had. She was just
Including
big,
the Clydesdale.
including the Clydesdale.
And I guess your weight then.
Yeah, so Jessie is, I think 2 years older than Lucky, and they're full sisters. Is there any risk as it is right now while you wait for the vet? No. I mean, we I don't know that we even know that there's a risk. Right now we are just in a waiting. It's a waiting game right now. I mean, I think even if a vet was out, pretty much, they'd probably wait and they'd probably wait and watch. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, we're not far enough along.
We're not. Yeah, she's
Taking
not
action
far
yet.
enough along. She only she's right by the house, and we were outside all day, all of us walking back and forth, and we didn't see anything until this evening. So it wasn't like she possibly could have been doing this all day or anything like that. It just started this evening, so she's just getting going.
Yeah, and I messaged the vet to say, can you be available for me later if I think there's a problem? I wasn't calling the vet saying, hey, come here now, because if I got him on the phone right now and told him everything that I know, that's going on, he wouldn't come yet. He'd say, okay, monitor the situation and let me know if you got a problem. So I'm just trying to get him on board to help because I've seen a couple things that make me see that a potential problem could arise. But right now, there is no problem. It's just a waiting game.
See what your tail look like a little yellow thing hanging down? Slime or something maybe?
Yeah, if she doesn't get more distressed than this, she can act like this all night, and I can take her to the vet tomorrow.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah, she's got.
What'd you say, Em?
She's got some like a maybe some
It's slime coming out, yeah. Now cows will slime up and and it'll just drool out of the back end, and that's the same texture of stuff that was coming out just a little bit while when I was checking her. Horses don't get quite as much as cows do, but it's just like a lubricant that they produce that comes and gets the birth canal ready. So that's a good sign that she is producing that lubricant. So she could be preparing. She's just probably going to be slow about preparing. We've got, like I said, with her not having colostrum, makes me kind of think there might be a little bit of a hormone delay. But we have a bottle of colostrum serum for the foal. So if she's not given a lot of colostrum tonight, we'll give that serum, and the foal will still be fine.
And if there is any hormonal dysfunction, it's not. She's been off of fescue for months now.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be from anything like that. She's been on
Yeah,
brome hay and yeah.
and I've wormed her recently. Everything should be good. We've done all we can do.
Right.
Why is she standing with her legs far apart? Let me guess, you've never had a child. You might be a child. I don't know. If she's in labor and the baby has to come between her legs to get out, that is why she's standing with her legs far apart. I am being nice. I didn't mean that with any condescending way that it may have sounded. That's honest answer.
Well, and some of it maybe it probably like feels comfortable, or she's trying to get the foal to move. There's lots of reasons.
Hillary Schwartz says because it hurts. So I can't speak to it, so I will let you ladies.
I wanna go this way.
What's wrong with you, bud?
He's got a headache.
I'm gonna go outside for a minute.
Okay.
I
Bryce
can
is in
give,
labor too.
I can give
No.
scalp massages, and sometimes it makes headaches go away. If you want me to,
No, it's alright.
I'm not joking. I'm serious.
Mom wants to rub your person's
Well, I'm just I think he got dehydrated and overworked himself.
Is there a limit to how many foals a mare can have? Does it provide any comfort to your horse if you are out there? So Lucky is kind of special. Like she leaned in and wanted some lovin's, and I knew that's why I gave her a kiss and stuff. And I was holding her head. So she's a really affectionate horse. So it would not bother her like it would most of them to be out there. Why does he want to go out?
He doesn't mess Lucky up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Oh,
But-
you know him so well.
But anyway, whatever I was saying, Lucky, it wouldn't bother her to be out there, but I don't think we need to be out there for her to be comfortable. She's got her sister next to her, and she, is an animal, and animals like to be secluded and alone to give birth. So even in a herd setting where they're with all their family, a mare will leave the herd and go to a secluded spot to foal. So she would probably appreciate the privacy,
We did
actually.
have one one mare that did want
Yeah.
somebody out there, and that was Ozark with Lucky.
Yeah.
Ozark with Becca.
If you want to see a 1 in a million birth, go back to Ozark playlist or to the births
Not
playlist,
but yeah.
and find what was the title? Full runs right after birth or
Yeah,
something like
something
that,
like that.
and watch that birth. That mare was literally freaking out
She was
and hollering for Becca while Becca was up on the porch. Becca went and had to put her chair inside the round pen and sit down, and the mare put her head in Becca's chest for a second, relaxed, got to breathing good, and then laid down and had the baby right at her feet. But before, she was going to tear that round pen up to get out of there before Becca went down. So it was a very special birth we had on film.
That's the only mare that acted like that.
Com- Comment if you've been a fan long enough that you saw that live back in the day. Well, I mean, saw it in real time.
She had both front legs through the round pin
Wow.
panel and
Ah.
her through the round pin panel.
Chi-Chi or Chicha says, "Happy was my first video." That was her first video when she watched. Yep.
Yeah.
First watch. Yep, a lot of them.
Oh, that's sweet.
I forgot to put it on
It
your
did
play.
mess. Did it mess the live up?
I don't know. The comments are still coming through.
Yep, everything's working. Mary was trying to call.
You were buffering. Still are.
Yeah, Mary's trying to call, so it's messing up the live.
I forgot to tell her. Okay, it says we're back.
Okay, we're all good now. She can call Becca.
It might happen again.
She can call Becca if she needs us.
Or you. She can tell her to call Daddy or.
Well, if she calls me, then I can't.
Well, that's.
I'm working
I can
on
answer
the
phone calls.
Becca's phone's not doing nothing. She
I
can.
told her to call me, but she's not now.
Did you tell her why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I call her?
Yeah.
I guess so. Make sure she's okay.
She gets called.
Well, give the phone to Mom and let Mom call her from your
Yeah,
phone.
I'll call her. Just go in there.
Why don't you call her? She was calling you.
I don't think she's gonna answer. That's weird.
What does everyone think?
There's no sound because we're dealing with a problem with Mary now. When it rains, it pours. So that's why I haven't been talking for a while.
Your belly look like it's grown since standing in.
Yeah, Mary needs you guys' prayers too. Probably more than the horse does. No, Mary is not pregnant, just Becca.
I want to read them too, but it's hard to stand.
Oh, my sister has entered the live feed.
Lisa?
Yep, Lisa was down here today. I worked her like a rented mule. So she went home. I have blisters that are bleeding on my hands. I'm trying to outwork my sister. Mary is our oldest daughter. And Lucky was her horse or is her horse.
Hi, Jewel. Hi, Jewel.
I don't think the moon is out tonight, is it, Isaac? I don't think so. Check and see if the vet has got our message yet. It'll show read if he is. Nope, he has not read it yet. Do we keep all our foals? So we don't sell a whole lot of weanling foals. What I like to do, like Boots right now, if you followed his videos, he was born here, right here in this round pen. Actually, we got it all on film, so his birth is back in the logs of the file. If you guys want to go watch. But we breed Missouri Foxtrotters so that I can control the attributes that I'm wanting out of the foal. I want really gentle, safe family horses, and my stallions are the gentlest. And then we raise them all the way up, and I train them and make well-rounded, safe family horses and sell them as a finished trail horse. So Boots will be going to San Antonio, Texas this year, and he's 4 years old. So it's been like a 4.5 year process because they're pregnant for a year. So almost 5 year process. And he will be going to a new owner. That's what I enjoy doing. Producing a really high quality, safe family horse. So with these foals here, I don't have any intent to sell them early. Now I do sell a few foals on occasion, like I had too many, and Royce, Jesse's boy from a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, was just super high quality, and one of my really good trainer buddies wanted him for his own personal horse, and I wanted to see that good of a trainer have him, so I sold it to him because I wanted it to go to him and I already had Champ, and it was a full cross mate to Champ. I didn't need two stallions, just a year apart, so I let him go because of where he was going, and then I sold another one named Prince as a yearling because it was just clear he was never going to get tall enough for me to ride. And I had a chance to trade him for a different mare, so I just swapped him out. But generally, I keep them and train them myself and make sure I know that they're going to end up at a perfect home. That's what we do here. Magnolia got here today, and she had. So I wonder how this person knows that she got there and was all riled up. Oh, maybe Emery put it on Patreon. But yeah, she hasn't really settled down yet. She was pretty fired up, and I was just about to do a lesson with her in the round pen when I had to pull the round pen together and get this baby in there. So she didn't get her lesson today like I intended. Prince's owner sent me a picture of him the other day. He's filled out and pretty, but he's short. Thank you, Leanne Richardson. Yeah, this might be. She's just not progressing real fast. I think this might be a deliberately slow process for her. I think she's just going to take, from the looks of things, she's going to take all evening to just slowly get her body ready. She's been laying down and falling asleep for short bursts. She's been pushing for short bursts. She has birthing fluid, amniotic fluid, whatever you want to call it, coming out and getting her all lubed up. So this is going to be a slow process, it looks like.
Everyone's asking about Breezy.
No, Breezy's doing fine. She's just big and pregnant. She's got a ways to go before
When is she due?
she's due in like the end of May or first few weeks of June.
It's good that if she is like going to have her baby tonight, that she takes a long time to have it too. That way it can move slowly down the birth canal and stretch her out real slow. She has time to progress.
So I would like to show you those pictures of Prince, but I didn't save them on my phone, and I've gotten so many texts since then that I can't find them, and I don't have that lady's number saved in my phone.
Have you told them about Jewel?
Jewel the dog or Jewel the horse?
Dog.
Yeah, they know about Jewel the
Someone
dog.
just asked how she was doing.
We ordered some splints for her paws, but they have not come in yet, so we're anxiously awaiting those splints. But she's okay. She knows that Emery is really feeling bad for her, so she's acting more pathetic than she really is, especially when Emery's around. This dog is very, very intelligent, and she's milking this and getting Emery to carry her wherever she wants and getting Emery to hold her more. So don't feel bad for Jewel. She's milking this little injury she's got. Check the spelling in your title for this video. People are asking that people are just praying for Mary because she called 2 or 3 times in a row on the live showed it on the phone. She was calling a bunch, but that's not unusual when you have kids that just moved out. They call a lot. So they're asking about names. The Lucky's foal is going to be called Bob's Lucky Charm, and we're going to call it Charm because that's what Mary wants. And Lucky was Mary's horse.
What? Oh, I thought you said something.
And Jesse's foal, we haven't decided on a name, but we had some really good name brainstorming last night. We wrote probably 8 or 10 names down that you guys came up with on the live last night. Wish we could see Jessie better in the background. I'm not seeing her right now. Is she laying down? Look out the window, Becca. Becca's standing up, so I'll let her look. Might have to go turn the other light on in the barn. It looks very bright, but it actually isn't. This camera has like a low light setting, and we just have a little night light out there, and
Jesse's just standing there in the dark.
that's
You
why
can see her. She's
Jessie looks darker.
right here. That's her.
Okay.
She ain't doing nothing.
Well, they're asking what if she gives birth behind Lucky. Well, if you can see the house up on the hill in the background of this live, that's where we're at. So we can look right out the window and see the horses. So, and up before this year, we didn't have this live camera set up, and I would just all night long, I would just set my bed next to the window and lay and look out the window, and I would just stay up all night and catch all the horse births by looking out the window. So that's how it's always been done in the past. Yeah, it would be something if Lucky or if Jesse's just like, Lucky, you're being a big prima donna. Let me show you how it's done. Hi-ya. Kicked out a baby real quick.
Someone said to name it Rebecca's Showgirl. I agree.
Becca, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm waddling around and feel
She-
like an Oompa Loompa.
She looks pretty happy and glowing tonight. She does not look miserable or anything. She's waddling and she's happy.
Getting pretty uncomfortable, but in good spirits. Mom, come here.
Yeah, if you touch that phone, you mess everything up.
I wanted to read the comment.
Whoa, you're big.
It's after
Oh,
I ate.
Oh no, what'd you do, honey?
I just tapped it on accident because I tried to scroll to see the comment.
Becca was playing with Mom's phone, so if the feed is messed up, just give it a second. Emery will fix it.
Okay, it's gone.
Oh, somebody had made a good point. Lucky's holding out till I put the Bigfoot PJs on. I'm gonna get up and put the Bigfoot PJs on right now for you guys.
Just mute it if you get a busy person.
Oh. Let's see if they're clean. Best thing I've ate in a long time. Okay, y'all, I officially have the Bigfoot pajamas on. The Lucky Birthing Bigfoot pajamas. For those of you that have never seen a birth video with us before, you'll think I'm crazy, but about probably at least 5 or 6 births that we've had on this channel, I've been wearing the same pajama bottoms that have big Yeti Bigfoots on them. White Sasquatch. So now they're my favorite pajamas. So now I've got those on. Tara Maturin said, "Thank you for sharing your Bigfoot pajamas with us," and gave me a tip for putting my pajamas on. This is almost as good as OnlyFans. Now all is good, someone said. Yes, Bigfoot pajamas. Lisa Ortnow, I would not do that if I were you. Good, someone said. Yeah. I've got some nephews up at my mom's house. If this progresses later on tonight, I'll have to call and bring them down, but I don't need them down right now. They'd talk my ear off, and it's not imminent. I mean, it is probably going to be, I mean, at the conclusion of this labor. I mean, she's going to have it tonight, or if she hasn't had it by morning, I'm going to take her to the vet. But it's not ready for little kids to be here waiting yet. There's 1,500 likes, somebody just said. That's pretty awesome. Anybody that hasn't hit the like button yet, please do so. How much fluid can be lost before there's a problem? So the greasy kind of stuff that I'm talking about, it would just she would keep producing it, I would say. It's not like there's a certain amount that's in her and it leaks out. I think she's producing it for the birth. It's kind of like your salivary glands. You produce the saliva. It doesn't just have a certain amount and leaks out and it's empty. And the vet is about, 15 miles away, 20 miles away? 30?
No.
How far is Rolla? Town is, our driveway's 3.5 miles long, 3 miles long. Once you get to the interstate, then it's 14 miles to town. Poor thing. She's going to lay down again. Do it at a good angle for us to watch. No, not that way. Turn one more time. There we go. That's a good spot. Right there. Yep, she's down. Very good.
I thought that was about to happen. Where's the remote?
I don't know.
Hold on, everyone. We lost the remote.
Hold on. The remote's, they took it from me earlier. We got to fix it. Uh-oh. Don't roll all the way over. You're too close to the fence. She's trying to roll and position that baby into the spot it needs to be. She was able to roll clear of the fence there, though, right, Em? That looks, she didn't hit it. That's good.
Mom, is this the only magnesium you have, or do you have pure magnesium? I have, yeah, I have this. Magnesium's really good.
I think she's trying to get that baby down into the position she wants it in to give birth. Trying to get that moved around to where it can head out. So for those of you that don't know, the baby has to kind of pivot and turn, and from being upside down on its back, it has to like turn and get those front legs out the birth canal and up through the pelvis first, and then the head has to get between those front legs and then its whole body turns around as it comes out the birth canal. It comes the 2 front feet first. Usually you see 1 foot first, and about 8 inches behind is the other foot. And then you get those feet up and even, and then the nose will come out. And then once the nose comes out, once it'll go right to the shoulders, and once the shoulders are out, it comes out pretty quick from the shoulders because the horse tapers from the shoulders back. Okay, I'll quit saying amniotic fluid. I'll say slimy birth fluid. How about that?
We're not sure. We're trying to decide if we're gonna leave or not right now. Yeah. Yeah, we're not sure. And Bryce kind of has a headache. He worked really hard today, so we're kind of thinking we might just head out. Yeah, just tell her we're worried. Yeah. Yeah. With this one, I'm. Oh, here. Here's mom. Sorry. Hold on, kid. I had to walk away from the chair. Kind of loud for me. This is pretty good price, but I was gonna look up the calcium and zinc.
How does the mare know whether the foal is in the right position or not? I'd say because she can feel that it's not coming out of the birth canal, and she knows it needs to be coming out. But there's no way of knowing how the mare knows. It's just one of those things. It's just, God takes care of his creation, and there's no way of knowing how they know that. Just instinct. Holy Spirit works through them, I guess. What's the scripture about? Birds neither sow nor reap nor harvest nor put up in barns, but God provides for them. Something like that. Yeah. Ant Road. I can't read that name. Anyway, she's got a good idea. Everybody share this birth so that people know that we got a live labor going on. Share it to a couple friends. Elaine, you're watching at 3:51 a.m. Where in the world is that at? Is that are you my New Zealand watcher? Jesse's laying down now.
Like just resting now.
can't see her clear enough because there's not enough light on, but she's laying down in the background now.
How long is Lucky? Is Lucky sleeping?
Yeah, Lucky's just kind of laboring and resting and then laboring and then resting. Yeah. I know. You think Lucky hurt her left foot. She didn't do nothing hard enough to hurt her left foot permanently. Plus, there ain't nothing I'm going to do about a left foot being hurt tonight while she's in labor. I'm not going to go and like get her up, pull her into the cross ties, and start icing a foot. I'm going to leave her alone and let her have her baby. And if there's something wrong with the foot, we'll, it's just a foot. She'll be fine. It wasn't bleeding or cut, so there's nothing that needs to be done tonight. Horses aren't near as fragile as you think. They could both be in labor. Yeah, well, Jesse's rolling now, Em. Oh, she's going to get up, though. I think she was just enjoying this. Oh, she's getting up pretty slow. She wasn't showing any signs of being in labor, though. And Jessie is an experienced mama, so I wouldn't be expecting any of these issues like that we're watching for Lucky, a first-time mom. And her appetite was really high. Like she ate her whole bucket of hay. So if you notice when I went down to check on Lucky a little while ago, I refilled her hay bucket because she had ate it all. So I really don't think Jessie's in labor. Like, cause yeah, Lucky has nibbled a little bit at her hay, but her appetite's not there. You can tell she's got bigger things on her mind. Check the left foot in the morning. I promise you the left foot will still be there in the morning. But I will check it.
We watch them close. We'll watch her. Make sure she's okay.
Yeah, if it would be cool to have two at once because that would make a cool video title. 2 horse births at once.
Too much for me.
Yeah, Emery says, please no. She would pass out. We're back up to 1.6 thousand viewers at the same time. So this is awesome. So all of you guys hit the like button and help help push the video out. So for those of you that just joined, we have 2 Foxtrotter mares in camera here. The one that's dark is hard to see against the black night out back, but it's Lucky and Jessie. And Lucky has been showing some signs of labor since about 7 o'clock tonight, maybe a little earlier. And she's a maiden mare. She's never delivered before. Jessie in the background is a very experienced mare. So if she goes into labor, she's just going to lay down and have a foal real quick. But the last 2 nights, Jessie has looked closer, but tonight Lucky is taking the lead. But like I said earlier, Lucky is not quite ready to foal. Her back end is not loose enough. Her muscles haven't loosened up. She doesn't have colostrum yet. But she is at day 242, which is really good day to deliver. Like there's no problem with her gestation. She is past full term and ready. Her due date would be Wednesday. 345 days, so that would be good.
So we actually had just earlier this week we had like it was freezing, we had snow. And then yesterday and today it was in the 90s, which is a record high for March around here. It's not even April, right? Or am I wrong?
Today?
No, it was. It was 91.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it hit 91. It may have been a little bit higher. And then this evening, probably like around 5, we just had massive wind come through. It was like blowing hard, and the temperature started dropping, and now I think tonight it's supposed to get into the 30s. So I think the weather change had something to do with this.
Okay, I'm gonna be nicer about the left foot. So the if you watch like over the last hour since she touched the panel when she rolled over, she's holding her left leg up and she's even limping a little bit on that. It's because her back end is spread really wide apart and it's like her hip is hurting from the labor and from stuff going in her birth canal. I'm not I'm not concerned about the amount of pressure or how hard she touched that panel. That wasn't enough to hurt a hoof. I promise I'll keep an eye on it and I'll check it out. But she is favoring that back leg because of her hips and the pain of the labor that she's experiencing. So that's why I'm not as worried about it as some of the people are. So I figured I better share that part of the information. Might make some people feel a little bit better. But yes, I'll look at it tomorrow. The Beagle puppies were outside all day today, and they have really got their legs under them now. They're wandering and exploring, and they're starting to play. So they're very cute and doing really good. Yeah, these horses aren't having twins because, like I said, we take our horses to the vets quite often, and we've had them ultrasounded a couple times. They don't have twins. Everything's looked good on their whole pregnancies. So, Lucky's just really relaxing right now. She hasn't moved much lately. From the looks of her lips and mouth and stuff, she may even be taking a little short cat nap in between contractions. What do you think, Em? I've never had a horse go more than 6 hours or 7 hours in labor. Have we, Em? Have one go longer than that?
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Not that I can think of. Six or 8 hours. Lucky's this one here. I think is going to be a long one from what I'm seeing.
I think we're gonna head out because he's just not feeling it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Did you write him a check, Em?
No,
Yeah, go ahead and bet you.
wish he was feeling good enough. Is something coming out?
I worked Bryce like a rented mule today too, so I was going to pay him a little.
He's sick. He's got a headache really bad and it's all flushed.
He's allergic to work.
Sucks because we're already here. I understand.
Oh, my vet's calling me. Hello.
Message from you. Got what's going on with her?
Okay, so she is in labor, obviously. She's got that clear, sticky fluid coming out of her opening. She's contracting. She's up and down, rolling. But I think there's some sort of like a hormone disconnect there because her muscles around the tail have not softened at all. The muscles around the opening, the hip, on the back, the parts you can feel that feel like a bowl of jelly when a mare's ready to foal are not soft. and she also does not have a full udder or colostrum or wax, but she is laboring.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and it's that lucky mare, and she's really got that tight hips and tight hind end anyway. So we've always worried about her a little bit having her first foal, and I think just with you know, I've done this quite a bit. I think it's a hormone issue. Like the hormone signals haven't come through clear enough for her to be having a real successful labor, but she is clearly in labor.
Okay.
She's not stressing yet. She's just relaxing and laboring and then getting up and then, it's we're not having a problem yet, but there's some signs that enough signs that I wanted to alert you while it was nice and early.
Well, this is the I mean, I won't be able to come and do anything,
Yeah.
but uh, uh, I'm not. Well, I'm supposed to be on vacation here,
Yeah.
so I can give you some advice. But if if she's not dilating, there's not really anything I can do anyway.
There's not like a progesterone shot or a um,
Not nothing that I'm aware of. Sometimes you can give oxytocin, but to induce labor. But the only times I've ever induced labor is when the cervix was open.
yeah.
So, I mean, certainly if the cervix is open, then oxytocin can be done, and that can get them into labor and get them pushing. But if she's already doing that, then I don't know that would be terribly beneficial.
Yeah. She's not pushing real hard, but she has pushed a few times. And like
Okay.
she'll lay down in a spot and then she'll push maybe, and then she might take a 5 minute nap, and then she'll stand up and lay down on the other side, and then she'll roll a couple times, and then she'll stand up for a few minutes, and then she'll get back down. And you know how when a horse is in labor, they kind of get down softer on their front end and stuff. Like she's doing all that, and the fluid that comes out of the vulva when they're in labor, what's that fluid called? I don't.
Amniotic fluid.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, if it's amniotic fluid, it's coming from inside the placenta, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the amniotic fluid's coming from when the placenta's ruptured.
Okay. Well,
Um,
there is a clear sticky fluid coming out.
and how much?
Not much, just like a grease slick on her hip, and I touched it to see what it was.
Okay.
And then there was like one little droplet at the bottom of the vulva, and I touched it to feel if it was sticky or slimy, and it was you know how cows will have whole tubes of that stuff coming out of them when they're going labor.
That almost sounds like maybe she's losing a mucus plug.
Yes. Yeah, I would say it's more of a. That's probably what it is.
Okay. Okay. Have you taken her temperature by chance?
No, but I can go do that.
Because how far along? How many days bred is she now?
342.
Okay, so she's far enough.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Wouldn't hurt to give her a little Banamine
Okay.
from a pain standpoint. Some of those maiden mares, especially if birth canal is not overly large, they don't like pain.
Yeah, she's got a very small vagina because
Right.
to breed her, we had to put petroleum jelly on her. He could not get in.
Okay.
And we had to do that multiple times until she got used to breeding.
Right.
He would be right on her and could not breed her, and then we used the KY jelly or whatever it's called to breed her even.
So I think it would be wise to go ahead and give her some Banamine. What could be happening, and I don't know this for sure, but what could be happening is she's having pain, and especially show mares, They get that pain and then they quit.
Yeah.
They try their darndest not to push, and they can do that long enough to get things in trouble.
Yep.
So some Banamine IV would be a very reasonable thing to do for
Okay.
her.
How many cc's? About 8 or so.
Approximately 100. So what is? She's not a real big
She's a
bear,
tiny.
8,
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. Okay.
Abandonment
Like that.
IV, what's that mean? Oh,
Okay. We're live on YouTube right now, so you could you can, if you want to go to our YouTube channel and look at her, you can feel free to do that later, but you don't need to. She's not. It's nothing out of the ordinary yet. So.
Yeah. I'm kind of under the weather here, so much for a good vacation thing.
Oh, I'm
So,
sorry. Happy. Yeah, it was your birthday too, wasn't it?
yeah, it's my birthday.
Yeah. Sorry, you're feeling bad on your birthday.
Just one of those deals. Just need
Okay, I'm back. Just had a good conversation with the vet. So I was kind of wondering if there was a shot, a hormone type shot that would make them relax more in the muscles, like help them progress in the. And really, he said all there is a shot that will make them contract more. So that would actually be counterproductive. I want this to go as slow as possible right now so that her body can get more ready. We talked about the fluid that was coming out of the back end. He said horses will lose a mucus plug. And he said if you're just really on top of things and you're seeing the mucus plug come out, it could still be a day before she delivers. But the other signs and stuff, basically, he said that he actually left on vacation, so he won't be there in the morning. So if she hasn't delivered by, we'll say 6 a.m., I will see if I can load her in a horse trailer and I'll take her to the equine hospital that is about 3 hours away. So everything's fine and normal right now. Not extremely normal, I guess, but everything, it's not bad. It's not a problem yet. We're not worried. So I'm going to go down and take her temperature and give her some Banamine for pain. That was his suggestion. And
Yeah, so we'll just mute this while we do all that.
I'll do that in just a little bit. I'm going to wait for her to be standing on her own. Whenever she stands up the next time, that's when I'll go down there to take her temperature and do the Banamine. I don't want to force her to get up to do that.
Was that Mary that just texted
It was Becca. Yeah, the donkeys came in to visit. They're very sweet. They are loose about all the time. There are yard donkeys.
Those buggers, they're supposed to be up.
We could, whenever I go down there
He
to,
hates this.
when when I go down there to give her the Banamine and take her temperature, we can have Isaac put the donkeys up.
I'm surprised she's not getting up because they're there.
Mm-hmm. It's Clarabelle is the little one, and the bigger one is Thomas. Jesse just snorted at him, chase him off.
Oh, they're being ornery. Get out of there, Thomas. Okay, she's up.
Okay, can you find me the Banamine and draw me out 8 cc's with a long skinny needle? If you have as many horses as I do, you need to get good at being able to find a vein and give intravenous shots. It's not fun, but I can do it. Oh, somebody just said no sound. Can you not hear me? Comment if you can hear me. I wonder why somebody said no sound then. Okay, thank you, everybody. Everybody's coming in saying they can hear. Okay, thanks. Got the sound working. Someone said if you're having trouble hearing me, hit the refresh button. That sometimes helps. She's kind of bearing down and trying to get situated. Yes, I did mute it while talking to the vet because didn't have his consent yet. I mean, he always gives consent to help educate people, and you guys got to see how good of a vet he is because he took vacation days, so he's off on a vacation with his daughter, but he's also come down with the crud, and he sounded pretty sick when he called. He was hacking and coughing, poor guy. Yeah, you guys think the donkeys are cute on the film. You should see Clarabelle in person. She is the sweetest little thing. She gets in there and rolls. Right now, she's rolling in the gravel. She likes that chat gravel. She gets it into her fur as much as she can, takes dust baths, and she just gives the best lovin's. Okay, me and Emery are going to go down there and do a check in on her. You guys will get to see the famous Bigfoot pajamas for those of you that don't know what they are. And we will give the shot and take her temperature and come back up and give you the rundown of what we've seen. So, for those of you that are real informed on the channel, try answering all the questions in the comments and keep people informed on what we're doing.
Can you mute that? Turn the mic off while we're down there.
Congratulations.
Okay, we're back in. So she has no temperature. That's a good sign. I gave her the Banamine, was able to find the vein real well, so that's good. She looks pretty content and not worried. So all's well. There's a lot of people saying, take her to the hospital now. If you took, every horse to the hospital that went into labor, first off, the hospital will turn you away and be like, let nature take its course. There's no reason to bring horses for being in labor to the hospital. That's just not what you do. I'm not new at this and I'm not worried that I can't handle things. So when I get worried or when I deem it necessary, I will take her to the equine hospital. If she's shows any major signs of distress, we'll head that way. Or if she's not foaled by the time they open in the morning, we'll head that way in the morning.
So I went down there with JR, and I actually hadn't checked on her all evening or looked at her. I had been down there, but me and Becca were gone doing pictures for a while and came back, and all this was going on. But I felt her back end, and to me, for her, how tight she is in her back end, she is loose for her above her tail a little bit, I think, and even down below. And also her belly, whether it's just happened from her rolling and stuff or was like it earlier, it does seem different. It looks like more narrow from side to side and dropped down lower.
Yeah.
So I think maybe the foal has positioned itself.
Yeah,
the only thing is she does not have a milk bag necessarily. Just a little bit of a one, but not much.
There's still a lot of people demanding, take her to the hospital now. Do you know how much damage you would do loading pregnant mares for a 3.5 hour ride to a hospital just because they go into labor? Trust me.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I will do what is necessary.
We just talked.
It is not necessary to take her to the hospital now.
We just talked to our vet.
She's sitting there with her head in a bucket of alfalfa eating and in perfect health. Like, there's nothing to worry about. This is why you watch our channel, so that you can learn about these things. And, if we don't do things the way you would like them, then you can just, do them, get you a horse and do them however you feel is the right way to do it. But believe me, this horse means more to us than money could ever buy. She's one of our favorite horses. She's done the most for our family. I turned down $40,000 offer for her once. So believe me, I'm not going to not go spend $2,000 at the vet on a horse like this just because I don't want to go to the vet. It's a 3.5 hour drive one way, on very curvy roads, and there's no need for it right now. So hopefully you guys feel good.
The only need is we're just monitoring her, and we'll see where it goes from here. There were questions about, I think, Callie, because we've talked about the weather change. It got cooler out tonight. Not cold, but cooler. And the wind's blowing. But it's not. She's fine. It's not dangerous weather or anything like that. She's just out in pasture with Mama. She's fine. So if anybody was worried about that.
Yeah, and at first when I told the vet she was in labor, and I said if she hasn't had it by morning, he goes, if she hasn't had it by morning and she's in labor now, you got a problem. Then I described what she was doing and that there was just the start of some mucus coming out, and he goes, oh, so you are actually catching the mucus plug before it has come out. And I'm like, yeah, I believe so. And that is rare. So from what he was telling me, the mucus plug can come out a day or two before actual labor, actual delivery. And he said just most people don't watch their horse close enough to ever see the mucus plug come out. He goes, that's pretty rare. And I said, well, I was outside with her literally all day today. She didn't go 15 minutes without me laying eyes on her. since I went outside at 8 o'clock this morning. So that's what we're seeing. He goes, well, if it's just the mucus plug and she's just positioning the baby and having like early labor pains and she's resting a lot, it could still be 24 hours and be perfectly fine. So that made us rest a little easier. And he said, go check her temperature. If she's got a high temperature and she's laboring a lot, then maybe she is in active labor. Well, she does not have a temperature. It was actually a little low. It was 99 degrees even, which a horse's should be 101. So we are good. There is nothing to worry about right now, but I will be watching very closely.
You want to keep doing the slide and stuff, but we're gonna have to plug the phone in, or
Is it about to die?
I can't tell. But I mean, we've been on here for almost 2 hours, and it's going to
Okay.
at some point be quick.
Well, we can just, we'll let it die. So here's what we'll do.
I don't want it to die because it's hard to know if it correctly. We'll save it.
Okay, so here's what I don't know what we're going to do. Emery's worried about her phone not having enough charge to stay on this live for a long time.
I can plug it in very easily.
But if
and you can still hear it.
we can plug it in, but we won't be able to talk to you or answer questions through the mic anymore. So that might happen here in a little bit.
But you can still talk. You can use the
Okay,
phone,
go
but
get it. Go get a.
It's not. It's just
Go do whatever you want to do, and don't worry about it. It'll
they
be
can't
fine.
hear you from your chair.
We're definitely not going to sleep. If we end the live, we'll just be preparing to make videos and watching her like a hawk. What we'll probably do is let Emery go to sleep now, and I'll stay up till 1 or 2. Then I'll wake her up, and I'll take a nap or two, and then she can wake me up if anything gets active. So that's how that'll probably happen. I'm pretty good at staying up really late and still getting up fairly early. I don't think I've been to bed before midnight in the last 2 weeks. I do think she's in labor, though. I do think she will be giving birth for people that are asking. I just don't know that the time frame is going to be while it's still night. It might be early morning or sometime tomorrow, or even as far as tomorrow night. Bad news is my vet is out of town, so if I do want a different vet to see her, I'm going to have to take her to a different vet tomorrow. She does. Somebody just commented she looks calmer now, and she does look calmer to me now than she did when we were trying to cook dinner and stuff. Don't you think, Em? Or do you think it's just us that's calmer?
I prayed for her.
Oh, Emery prayed for her, so it's all good now.
Okay, I'm gonna switch this off.
Okay, we're switching off my mic so we can be charging the phone that's doing the live.